Hey guys, Jen here from Craft Penguin Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today kicks off part 2 of our daily week in my Penny Pages B6 daily. And we are continuing where we left off and using the Winter Waddle daily kits from my shop. So, let me know what you think of this week doing the 2-part video versus the long one. I may switch it up and do some weeks long, some weeks short, or 2-part. I guess we're just gonna have to see how it goes because I don't know. I'm just playing with the idea because I only have this, my classic happy planner, and my bullet journal this year. And it's really hard, and I think that's why I fell off filming so much. It's really hard to rotate between 3. If it were an even number, it's easier to rotate between, but 3 is a little bit more difficult. The only additional thing I can throw in there would be like a monthly, but that's not like every couple weeks. You know what I mean? That's not like an every other week thing. It's like once a month. So, yeah, it may be that I can kind of alternate somewhat between long and 2-part daily videos or whatever it takes to fill the time. You know what I mean? Because when I was doing like 1 video a week, it didn't seem like anything was happening on my channel, and I am trying to get back into being consistent, which is important for social media, and grow and not continue to lose people here on the channel, if that makes sense. It's kind of been hovering right around the same number of subscribers for the greater part of at least a year or more. And it's time to break out of that stuck spot. So, yeah. And I'm trying on all my socials, not just YouTube. YouTube has been the one that's been the most neglected. I will say that. And that's just because this takes a lot longer than, say, a TikTok does to film. TikTok, well, I mean, we're talking less than a minute. If everything goes right first run, it's less than a minute to film most of those. So it's quick and done. Otherwise, it's a quick post on other socials too. It doesn't take the amount of time, and then I don't really edit unless I have to. If you've been on my channel for any length of time, you kind of know that. But if you're new here, welcome. You get the raw, unedited everything. I don't go through and really edit a whole lot. I don't really find the need to, honestly. What am I going to edit out? My ums? Truthfully. So yeah, I don't really edit. I just do. So that does save time there because I'm not having to physically go through and watch it 15 times trying to get it perfect. Nah. It's me. I'll be me. And I'll be just fine with that. So, no editing. I just have to piece them together when it's the daily because they're filmed in short clips. So I have to put them together. That's the most editing I have to do. And upload the whole thing and then keep going. So nothing too crazy. It's, but it still takes a lot of extra time because I have to set up the camera. I have to make sure everything's filming right. I have to, do those extra things. And it's not just setting up the camera, it's setting up the light and what do you call that thing? The gooseneck holder thingy. And then I have to fill it with conversation, and oftentimes that means it takes longer to actually do. So what could take me like 5 minutes to just stick her down a daily takes me like 15 because I'm too busy talking. Case in point, but it's that kind of thing. So it does take extra time. It is National Bubble Bath Day. If you like bubble baths, today's a good day to take one. But yeah, it does take extra time to do the YouTube. So yeah. So what's going on today? I am going to be doing some deliveries. Lunch deliveries. Yesterday was garbage. It literally was a waste of my time. I did 2 orders. I made like $14 and some change in 2 hours. Yeah, I called it quits. Should have called it quits when I started. It is what it is. So, we are going to go do lunch deliveries today. Hopefully it's better than yesterday. Fingers crossed. This is the last of the Blue Hollow trucks, but that's fine. I have other trucks. I have a lot of other trucks. They are finally moving. They are finally moving. So, that is good. They have left the state of Pennsylvania. I need to find some sale begins scripts. If I had freebies printed, I could have easily stolen a freebie and put one. Why do I not have freebies hanging around here with I don't know. But sale begins today. I haven't posted it anywhere yet, but the code is new site, NEWSITE, over on my site, craftpenguinplanner.com. We'll take you right there. I will be posting that when I get off of here. This will be for my quote of the day. Do I know what I'm doing yet? I don't know. Otherwise, I'm working today. That's all I'm doing. Deliveries and then shop stuff. I did not get those orders done yesterday, so we need to work on those. Plus, we have more orders already than when I started yesterday. And while one can hope that I'm having a sale would mean more orders coming, at least I can hope. So there. I did find this random freebie in my stash. This was a penguin awareness freebie that I made, and of course it perfectly matches. So I'm going to steal this box over here and just put it here. What's going there? I have no clue. It will be whatever it is, even if it's nothing, and I just have to fill it with a random quote or something. I thought about stealing one of these and putting it on yesterday because I used the one checkbox. Then I had my DoorDash box, and I have all this open right here. And it would look so much better if I just stuck a box there. So if I'm missing one of these, then you know what happened. I may just do it. So anyways, today I'm not going to ramble as much. I have to go post the sale, so everybody knows what the code is and can go shop. And I still have to get myself pulled together for deliveries, so I gotta go eat breakfast and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna get off of here, and I gotta film this quote of the day. I'm getting off of here, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Still going to use these. I just have only 2 headers here, but I was looking at these ones, and I think even though they're a little bit off with the colors, they're a little darker. I think these are going to work. Those are what I used last week or earlier in the week. So yeah, let's use it. All right. Yesterday did the DoorDash thing until almost 2, and then I got off, came home, worked on what orders I had. It wasn't the greatest of delivery days, but it wasn't the worst. I did 1 Spark order, which was easy peasy. It was 4 items. Granted, 3 of them were drinks, but there were 12 packs. 12-pack of tea and 2 12-packs of bottled Pepsi. It's fine. It was ground level, so I was able to back in right there in front of their, I don't know, it was an apartment, townhouse type situation, but regardless, I backed in right there and unloaded. That was real quick and easy, and yeah. Then I did a couple of DoorDashes. One of them was a shopping. It was like 30-something items. So that one took me a little while, but it was fine. Nothing crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it was an okay day. Do I wish it was better? Yeah, but, you get what you get with gig work. Today is Friday, which means we're back to a full day. I haven't done a full day in a bit. Well, I did last Saturday, but we're back to regular schedule. So I have all day all day tomorrow, and then part of the day on Sunday, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, because it's Friday, it'll be better. And not just tonight when I won't be out. Because we know that that's the truth. That will happen when I'm not out. We're not going to use those ones right now. We're just going to use these ones. And I do have another whole, believe it or not, I have another whole strip of those. I just didn't need more than the 1 strip of headers when I used them for the other kind. And I actually had a leftover doodle grid from there, so I may as well use that one too. Alright, so today is National Static Electricity Day. Yeah. Just don't want any thunderstorms, not in the winter. That would be not good. Usually when there's thunderstorms in the winter, it means there's snow coming right behind it. Within a couple days, it's interesting. I'm going to put this up here in case I need something, in case I need to do something shop-wise. But it is a delivery day, so it may or may not even get used. But if it does, it's not more than that. And then my delivery stickers will go here. These. So, yeah, I had 2 yesterday that went down. I had DoorDash and Spark. And then let's use a sticker here for Dave. Figure out where he's at later. we'll use this blue one. I used the rest of the blue hollow, so let's use blue. What else is going on today? I really don't know. It may just be I think what we're gonna do, let's use one of these down here, and then we'll put that for my quote of the day, and that'll be good. Because, you know, these are cute and these are shorter. They're only the square ones. So we can get away with that and still have room for, you know, what I need. Because I don't have anything else planned today other than to go do deliveries and whatever little shop stuff I might need to do. I guess we can use this guy for our quote of the day box, and then that'll be that. So yeah, today was real short, real quick, easy. I don't have anything going on specifically. I did everything earlier in the week, really. So the normal end of the week thing kind of still holds true. Weekend is kind of basic because it's a work, and chill day, and that's it. So there you go. Nothing exciting, but I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Still gonna use this. What's left? Not a whole lot, but let's use it. We should have plenty enough to do what I need to do today anyway. It is Saturday. I did a full day of deliveries yesterday. When I say my body is tired, my body is tired. I haven't worked a day like that in a while. And it's evident because of the way my body feels. I took a hot shower last night, hoping that it would relax everything. And yeah, well, I mean, shower felt good. Don't get me wrong. But no. Believe it or not, my knees and my back and my hips are not the main culprits right now. It is anything else that could hurt that's bothering me more. It's my shoulder. It's my left hip / leg area. It's that tendon that kind of popped that one time months ago, and ever since then it keeps getting inflamed. Yeah, that. And my ankle, it's hard to explain it. It's more like towards the ankle, but it's towards the back of my foot. It's been bothering me for the last couple days. I can move it, but it feels stiff. And it's like everything's tight in my foot. It's weird. I don't know, but if I like take my finger and I rub in there, it's very tender, trust me. But if I take my finger and I rub in there for a little bit, then it'll loosen up for a little while, and then it doesn't hurt, but then it comes right back. So I don't know. I need to figure something out with that. But it's not my knees and my hips and back as much as it had been, because about a week ago I started taking glucosamine chondroitin. My grandmother recommended it to my brother because sadly arthritis does run early in my family. And yes, I have it in my back, my hips, and my knees. confirmed in those 3 areas. So, most likely I have it like in my hands, and I know I have it in my neck too because I have had that since I was like 20, but still, the point is, my grandmother recommended it to my brother because he now has arthritis in his knee. And so he started taking it and telling me that it was helping him quite a bit. So I asked the doctor. Dave had an appointment end of December. I went with him because we have the same doctor. And I just quickly asked him at his appointment, I said, hey, can I take this with my medications? And he said, yes, that won't interfere with any of your meds. And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. I told him, I said, my grandmother recommended it and yada, yada. What I just told you. And so I started taking it. I ordered it on Amazon because it was the cheapest place I could get it. And I ordered some on Amazon, and I've been taking it every evening for like the past week. And I wasn't sure if it was a fluke or if it was actually doing something, but the next morning, the first night I took it, the next morning, I could already tell my knees weren't in as much pain. Like the pain had reduced by like half. And I'm like, this could just be a mental thing, but I am not hurting as much. Well, it's only been a week, you guys. And I would venture to say I'm in maybe a third of the pain as I was in regularly. So I'm hopeful that this is actually helping me and my pain level in those joints will continue to be more stable and reduced because I was getting to be in too much pain. That just fell on the floor instead of in the trash. How do I know that? I felt it hit my foot. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I may put the other box down here. Let's take this up. Actually, I have 2 boxes. I have this one and I have this one. I could put this big one here. Honestly. Because all I have to put here... No, let's put this one. I have my quote of the day and I have YouTube video. Which the YouTube could get put over here. Push come to shove. And that may be actually what happens. Because today's another delivery day, so we'll put these. I'm going to try to make it 2 long delivery days in a row, which I haven't done in well over a month, is like, I'm going to feel it. Once I get back in the swing of things and stuff, it'll be a little better, but it is Houseplant Appreciation Day. So, if you have houseplants, I guess appreciate them. I don't, because as someone who used to be a landscaper, you would think that I could keep a plant alive in the house. No, I cannot. Now I'm going to make it all crooked. I was trying to make it more centered because this was like way over to the left. There we go. I'm happy with that. So I need quote of the day. I need YouTube. And of course a truck. Because today is Saturday, which means this video goes up. So, unfortunately, this half is a lot shorter than the first half because I've had less to put down and less to blab about, I guess. So, but I had some decent deliveries yesterday, and I was pretty happy with what I got in the end. So, I'm not going to complain there. I could probably fit both here. So let's use this. I mean, it just depends on what quote I pick because sometimes they're way bigger than, say, this. I know. I just got it down and straight, but I'm going to flip it. No. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I don't. But sometimes the quotes that I pick are a little too big for these boxes, and so it takes up a lot more space than one would think. Well, we'll just flip this one. So this will be for uploading. I have the lavender hollow. That one's blue, but both colors are the lavender and the blue are both in here. So we will upload this video today, and then that'll wrap up this week. But yeah, it was a decent day yesterday. I hope today is decent as well. I had some good shopping orders is what really made it decent. Did DoorDash send a whole bunch of garbage? Yeah. There was a steaming hot pile of poo that was sent repeatedly that I was declining. But then I got good orders when I got them. So, it all averages out. But anyways, deliveries today. I did do DoorDash and Uber Eats yesterday. I imagine it'll be between DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Walmart Spark. But only time will tell. Instacart and Grubhub, I mean, they've been really quiet lately. So we'll see what happens. It's not like I haven't had them on. I haven't seen a single offer from Grubhub this week at all, even though I've had them on. It's weird. So, I don't know. I'd take the money wherever it comes, right? As long as it's a good order, I'll take it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off. This wraps up the week. Wraps up part 2 because you already saw the first half. But, again, happy to hear your thoughts on 1 part, 2 parts. I think I can rotate out between doing 1 part and 2 parts if that works for everybody or whatever. It's just harder with 3 planners to rotate. So, and still keep 2 posts a week, which is, I think, why I was starting to struggle with the channel last year. Because when I was only using like this and the Pentrix, it's hard to rotate out. And then when I kind of cut down to just using my daily, what else did I have to rotate with? So, but I've got kind of an idea right now for January on how to finish out the month, and then I'll figure out from there. But I'm thinking we might rotate between longer videos and the 2-part of the dailies, but I'm still open to your thoughts. It's been kind of split between doing 2 parts and 1 long video as to what people want. So from what I've seen between comments and the poll. So you let me know your thoughts if you haven't yet already. And I will try to keep that in mind and, do what I can. So I'm getting off of here, getting my day started. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend or whenever you're watching this. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.